Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Disney Lorcana video, and today I want to look at these artist sketch cards. Now, these are things that I have been very intrigued by, and I want to add some to my collection. I haven't done it yet, although there are some coming, and we're going to talk about that. But I just think these are incredibly cool, and I'm someone that's just a big time collector of a lot of things. One of my favorite things to do is I go to, like, I'm a Japanese anime fan. So like I go to anime conventions and I'll get like trading cards and like DVDs and stuff signed by the voice actors. It's one of my favorite things to do, but I love collecting autographed things. I like having things in my possession that were touched by somebody close to the card or whatever the card is, right? So if it's an athlete, something signed by the athlete, super cool. For Lorcana, having something that was held by the artist that drew the card and signed by it to me is a really cool thing. And specifically what I like about what some of these Lorcana artists are doing is they're doing these sketch cards where they draw the character and sign the card. Now you can see this Mickey is, somebody's asking $5.50 for, it's a lot. So these have been out there for a while. PSA has been authenticating them, whatever. I've just never gone to a signing event. I'm not sure where people are getting these because, you know, I've had friends who go to DLCs and stuff, but they just are signing the cards. They're not like drawing the pictures and stuff on there. So I'm just wondering, like, how are people getting this, whatever. So periodically I'll go on eBay and just look at sketch cards because my goal in life is to own a Robin Hood sketch card drawn by one of the artists that has done a Robin Hood card, right? So actually was able to find one on here. And I found this, and there's actually two of these on eBay right now. But something I noticed is there are a lot of these cards now that are authenticated by CGC and they're CGC signature series. Now, I am familiar with like a PSA signature series, and what they do at PSA is they'll bring somebody in for a fixed period of time. They will tell people beforehand, like, hey, so-and-so is going to be here on this date, submit cards by whatever, we will have them signed for you for a fee, and then we'll authenticate it, send it back to you. So CGC does the same thing. So that's what I assumed this signature series was people could send in Lorcana cards, get them drawn on, whatever, and then sent back. But I looked at CGC's website. Most of their signature series stuff is like comic book artists and things like that. I didn't see anything that said, like, hey, there's a Lorcana signing, please send in your cards. I never saw that, right? Well, I did a little bit more digging and I found this. So apparently on eBay, you can buy this thing called an Omega mystery box. And as you can see on the picture, these CGC signature cards are included in this box. And this box is about $110. I will spoil it for you. I went in and bought a couple of these just last night. I am going to do an opening of this on my channel, so we're going to see how legit and how cool that these are. But essentially for $110, you just get a random CGC signature series authenticated autograph sketch card, which I think this is actually like an insanely good price. There's somebody else on eBay selling these for like $200 a box, and even that's not a terrible price, but $110, I mean, to get a guaranteed sketch card. And the reason why I think this is good, I mean, if we look, well, let me, before I get into this discussion, let me give you more details about what this Omega box is. So I did dig and I found a little bit more detail here. I did find a seller that has like all of the details on it. I was very intrigued by this. I've never seen anything like this before. Like, I've seen where you can go to Walmart and you can get like mystery slabs for Pokemon and stuff, and they're absolute trash, right? This seems like you're always going to get something pretty cool in the box. That's why I wasn't afraid to shell out $110. And like I said, I bought two of these, so I'm gambling on it twice. So let's read what this exactly is. So the Omega Sigma Sketch Edition is a result of a collector who spent years working with artists, meeting them, building relationships, and exhausted all efforts to acquire signatures and sketchwork on the cards for which the artist illustrated. Omega purchased the collection and is honored to present the collection in this package format. So apparently a collector, and I'm going to guess that this is a collector in Italy, because if I look at all these artists, I believe these are all Italian. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going based off of the names sound Italian to me, but please correct me. I don't want to be like, you know, saying things incorrectly here, but I'm assuming that because all of these look like they're at least from the same territory or same region. My guess is some collector personally knew these artists or like met with them a lot and had a ton of these sketch cards made, and I'm sure paid them for it. And then this Omega company swooped in and found this collector with literally, well, here it says there's 841 total cases, and there's 1 graded card per box, and there's 4 boxes per case. So I'm going to get my phone out here. We are going to calculate how many of these actually exist. There's actually quite a few, right? So if I go 841 cases times 4 boxes per case, which basically a box is a single card. Okay, so times 4. So there's 3,364 of these signature series sketch cards out there. So that's quite a lot, right? But individually, I mean, if you think of each card, I still think of each card as a one of one because each artwork is going to look slightly different, right? If we look here, do I have it pulled up? Let me see here. Hold on. I got something. Where is it? Right here. I'm going to pull this one up. We're going to pull this up and we're going to put that up next to this one. Okay. So these are the 2 Robin Hoods currently on eBay that I'm looking at. I am currently bidding on this one, but I don't think I'm going to get it because it's already going higher than what I want to pay for it. But you can see this is from the same signature series thing. Very similar Robin Hood drawing signature. The grade will be different. So this is a Gem Mint 10 with an Auto 10, which is why this one's probably going to go for a little bit more. This person's asking 300, but you can see the drawing is a little bit bigger. Kind of goes off the page a little bit. I kind of like this one better where the entire head fits on the card. So even though this artist probably did, probably 100 plus of these Robin Hoods, who knows how many, they're all kind of one of ones because they're all hand drawn, hand painted. Still very, very cool, right? So I just wanted to do this video because this is just fascinating to me. Like, just such an interesting story that somebody had the idea to just have these artists make all of these sketch cards. A company came in and bought these all off of a singular collector. And now it's being put out to the public in a way where you can buy it like a pack and you get a random odds of getting like different characters and stuff. To me, this is like kind of really fun, and I'm actually surprised at how affordable. Now, this listing here that has all the details on the back, they're asking $200 a box. Like I said, there isn't a seller selling them at $110 a box. It says they have over 12 available. I don't know exactly what their quantity is. I just know that if they have a ton of them, it'll always just say they have more than 12 available. Like I said, I did swoop in and buy 2 of them, and I will open them up on the channel and we'll see what we get. So now they do give more details here though, right? So the cards in this collection were carefully selected and handled, resulting in an incredibly high grades from CGC. Below are the odds. So I think what happened is a collector went in, had all of these hand painted, hand signed, and then when Omega bought them off, I think Omega brought it all as a giant lot to CGC, and CGC authenticated this giant lot of them, this 3,364 of them, and that's why they all get the signature series tag, is because this one company brought in so many, they just gave it all its unique tag. That's what I'm thinking is happening here, right? But it tells you the odds of getting different grades. I'm going to be honest, I give 2 rips about the grade. I just want the sketch card with the artist signature. I do not even care what the grade is, but the rates are actually pretty high here. And this is what they're talking about, that they carefully selected to try to get better grades. So you have a 6% chance to get a pristine 10. You have a 34% chance to get a Gem Mint 10. Like, that's like, of all of these grades, your highest chance is to either get a 9 or a 10. So that's pretty good because 9 is also 34%. So you have a 68% chance to get a 9 or a 10. If you actually look at it, it's 34, 34. So you have 68 plus 6 is what, 74? Yes, 74. So you have a 74%, and then we can add 8 onto that as well, which would be what, 82%. So you have an 82% chance to get a 9 or better grade. That's pretty good. Like, you're going to get a nice looking card. It's going to stink if you get this 5% and you get an 8 or less. But hopefully, like I said, if I get something back that's like a CGC 5, but if it's like this Mickey with this art on it, I don't care what the grade is. That's a sick card, right? So I think the only way I'm going to be disappointed, if we look at this, they specifically tell you what artist you can get. So Valero Buonfantino, I'm not going to try to pronounce these, but I think this is the one that does the Robin Hood. There's Simone Buonfantino, Rob DeSalvo, Rosa La Barbera, Veronica Di Lorenzo, Isabella Cervolo, and Livilo Cacciatore. So yeah, this is why I think they're all Italian, but could be wrong. But you can see you can get signature and sketch, signature and sketch. This is the one I'm going to be disappointed. So Rob DeSalvo, you can pull signature only or a signature and sketch. My whole goal with this is I want sketch cards. So when I do my opening, if I get Rob DeSalvo without the sketch, I will be very disappointed. But I'm hoping as long as I get all sketch cards, I will not be disappointed. Because even like the not hype characters, like this is still a fun card, right? So I don't know. I just wanted to throw this video out, really excited. And we want to talk Market Man here, right? I think getting the box for 109. The thing is like when you buy a normal booster pack of anything, the odds are always against you that you are not going to make your money back, right? Obviously, you could get that big hit, you could get something. With this, the odds I think are with you that you're bare minimum going to get your money back, if not more. So let's look just at, like, if we look at current listings, and we'll look specifically at the CGC signature ones, right? Asking prices, we'll look at sales as well, but people are asking like 250, 300. This Robin Hood I'm bidding on is up to 150. So this is already above the cost of that box if you buy it at 109. This one's at 97 with 8 hours left. This is going to surpass the 109. This Mickey, I'm going to point this out. This Mickey might actually be worth buying at like 200. And I'm going to show you sales and why maybe you just, like, if you like Mickey, you might just want to buy this. I'm not going to buy this because I just spent $200 on the random packs. But this is super worth it, and I'm going to show you why in a minute. This Tiana is only at $20, so this one could be one that maybe goes under 100. This one's at $233. This one's at 41 with some time. This one could be, you know, it's Duke Weaselton or whatever, so that one could be under 100. This one's asking 300. This one's still being bid on. This one's asking 400. They're probably not going to get that. This person has buy it now at 60, but this isn't a CGC one. That's, to me, this would be a really cool one to buy as well, just looking at the sketch cards. This is a raw sketch card, but like, this has a lot of art on it. Like this, I think at 60 bucks, this one's a steal. If you like this character, if you like Atlantis, I think that one's kind of a steal at 60 bucks, to be honest. So here's another one. That same Mickey we saw for 200, somebody is selling a very similar one. They're asking 400 on theirs. Here's a genie being bid on. Peter Pan, whatever. Well, so obviously we know that asking price doesn't mean value. So let's look at actual sales. So in this Mickey, I think this is like a really good buy if you just want to buy a signed Mickey. But let's go over to here. So we're specifically going to look at the CGC Signature Series. So this one went for 140, and this is an autograph only without a sketch. These are the boxes I bought. That's showing up on the sold list, right? Let's look more at CGC ones. Here's another CGC one, autograph only. This one went for 70, but I guess it is a sketch. It's got the trident on there. So this is an example of one that maybe would be less. But this Smash here, well, this is a CGC 10. This isn't part of this. Oh, no, this is part of the series. So this one went for 130. So that one went above the value of the box. This is why I was talking about that Mickey. This Mickey sold for $550. And we know Mickey is like the biggest collectible out there, right? Here's another Mickey. This is the one I was looking at the back of the box. This one sold for 300. Now, maybe it's like the grade carrying these, but if we go back, this is a 9.5 for only 200. And this Mickey sold for 300 and this one sold for 550. Like, to me, the math isn't adding up that this should only be 200. You might even be able to throw a $150 offer at this person and they might take it. So if you're interested in this Mickey, I would maybe be looking at that. But looking here, this one's an auto only, still went for 90, right? This Hades is sick. This is a PSA one, so we won't look at that. Here's a CGC Jafar that went for 300. Cheshire Cat went for 180. So, I mean, what I'm noticing is on most of these CGC ones, yes, here's that exact same Mickey. Look, 400. Somebody bought this one at. Now, this one's a 10 and not a 9.5. But I feel like the grades shouldn't carry as much weight on these. It's more about having the unique collectible, right? This one's absolutely sick, by the way. This one is not a CGC one, but that is crazy. Some of these sketch cards are awesome. So, dude, this one with the Pikachu on it, that's crazy. There's some really crazy ones out there. I've even seen some Kendall Hale ones that like have that the Mickey Artful Rogue and like drawing him with like a Keyblade and stuff, like just really crazy stuff that's out there. But yeah, these CGC ones have a particular style because it's all from these same artists. I guess this Mickey went for 212, but I don't know. I think that Mickey around 200 is a really nice price. But you're seeing this is an example of one of the sketch cards that did go under. So, but for the most part, it looks like you're getting, like, you buy that blind box for 110. I think you're pretty safe to get close to your money back, if not more on it. So what we'll do is I'll do my opening. We'll kind of evaluate the cards I get. If I'm not going to keep them, I will probably sell them, try to get my money back. If I can make my money back, I will put that money into buying more of the blind boxes, and we'll kind of play a game with it. See how long it takes me to get a Robin Hood on the blind boxes. But if I get two really good, like that I like right away and just want to keep, I'm just going to keep them. And then I'll just have to keep hunting for the Robin Hood. But that's the thing. I could get lucky and just pull the Robin Hood. Okay, this is an example of one of the Kendall Hales. We're just going to bring this up on a side note. $3,000 this went through, but he's taken this Artful Rogue and done crazy like alterations with it in a Pikachu suit with a Team Rocket and dude, I have no idea, like, and it got a 10-10. I don't know how, if anybody knows how to get these meet and greets with the artists to get these, or like if I could, like, if they just have a website? Like, can I just do a commission from them directly? I would love to get in touch with the artists that have something like this made for myself. I don't think they do these at DLCs, but maybe. It feels like it would take way too long if you got a line of people. It feels like it would take way too long to do something cool like this at a DLC. So somebody in the comments, please let me know, how are people getting these sketch cards made? Where do they come from? Obviously, we can buy these blind boxes, but I want to know if I personally want to meet an artist and get one made. Where are they doing this? I would love to know. So anyways, guys, just a fun little video on artist sketches. Like I said, if you're interested in these, I think this Mickey's a really good buy. And I think picking up these blind boxes at 109 from specifically this seller here, this is who I bought from. Now, if you want to wait and you don't want to gamble, I will do a box opening. I'm going to assume I'll have this either by the end of next week or maybe early the following week. But the day I get this in, I will do an opening on my channel. We'll check it out. We'll see what I pull. I'll kind of review the product. And then you can further see if maybe you want to purchase these yourself. But it seems like a really cool product. So if you like these types of videos, you like talking about Lorcana, you know, buying and selling, market watch stuff, please like and subscribe to the channel. We just got over 500 subs. We're now pushing towards 1,000. Really huge milestone to get for this channel. Appreciate all the support, and join the Discord. I have a link in the description of all my videos if you want to chat with me personally. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you all on the next one.